Thank you. Okay, for One Belt and One Road initiative, I think the most important cases, I think, for Greece is, I think, that the Paris project. I think the Paris project is a typical case of a win-win cooperation in Southeast Europe. Paris project has received the great attention and strong support from the leaders of the two countries. Both parties agree that Paris project is in line with the development of Greece, China, and other regions. So the Paris project will work together with a new, Hungarian railway from the European part of the Euro Land Express line, and to further promote the optimization and upgrading the Greece maritime, land, and air transport facilities, and to consolidate Greece's position as a transport hub of the Eastern Mediterranean. So at the hub of the Asian-Europe Express line, Paris project can connect to the new maritime Silk Road and the Silk Road on the land, and can connect to the new, and can effectively promote economic and trade cooperation among China, Russia, Central Asia, and Central and Eastern Europe, and Southeast Europe, West Asian, Africa, and Southeast Asian. So providing a new agent for world economic growth. So the Paris project is a landmark significance for Greece to attract investment from China and other countries, and opens the door for Greece to access international capital markets. So I think Paris project is not only the crystallization of friendship between China and Greece, but also serves a powerful propellant for deepening mutual understanding and trust and cooperation. China is starting a new wave of, pay attention to Greece, recognize Greece, and hand in hand to Greece. We believe the bilateral exchange in various spheres, such as tourism, culture, education, science, and technology, and new medias, and academia will become increasingly close. So I think at present, it can be said that the relationship between the two parties or the two sides are in the best period since the political change in SEE countries. However, objectively speaking, I think it still faces some new challenges and difficulties for both sides, just as our host said. So I think the first challenge is how to balance the relationship among China and SEE countries and Sino-EU. At present, I think China, SEE countries, and the EU have formed a new type of triangular relationship. In developing relations between China and the SEE countries, China also attached importance to the EU's concern when considering bilateral factors. So the second challenge, I think, is Europeans' security issue. Due to Ukraine crisis and the crisis of refugees and the threat of terrorism and the tension between Europe and Russia, the security situation in the region is deteriorating. The Baltic countries and the Black Sea countries in Central and Eastern Europe are at the front of conflicts between the United States, Russia, and the EU and Russia. So how to deal with all these kind of potential security threats is a primary concern of these countries. And the third challenge is that China and the Central and Eastern Europe have an asymmetry in the cooperation mechanism. At present, as we know, the Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs has established a coordination mechanism with the 16 CEE countries. So if the 16 CEE countries formed a unified coordination and a cooperation mechanism with China, there will be a better service for bilateral cooperation. However, CEE countries differ greatly from each other. They have different, religion belief. They have different economic development. So from this actual situation, this asymmetry in this cooperation mechanism between China and the Central and Eastern Europe may exist in the future. So the last I think about the most important challenge is that the complexity of the great power. As we know, Southeast Europe is a region entrenched by the great powers. The EU maintains strong economies and rules in this area, and the United States maintains its military presence. As we know, the NATO security framework. And Germany and Russia also have important interests and concerns in the Southeast Europe. So in developing the relationship with Southeast European countries, it will face difficulties in handling relationship with the big powers and organizations. But I think in the future, with the continuous deepening and expansion of construction of Belt and Road Initiative, we believe that a cooperative relationship between China and the Southeast Europe will further deepening, and opportunity always outweigh the challenges. And the 16+1 cooperation platform profoundly expand the concept of the equalness, openness, innovation, and harmony in diversity. So which have laid a good foundation for achieving regional economic and trade exchanges and cultural dialogue. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.